Hey guys, what's up? I am GojiFan98 and welcome back for another new episode for today. We're on the continuation for GojiFan98's Godzilla-Thon. Today, we're on to the 5th entrance in the Godzilla franchise with Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. This is my all-time favorite movie from the Showa series. Love this film, and I always still enjoy it. Okay, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Let's talk about its story development. Follow after success at the box office of Mothra vs. Godzilla, Toho began in production on the next movie on a rush production. Toho decided to scramble to come up with a new idea. Shinichi Sasugawa returned and wrote the new script called Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. In description of the script for the monster of Ghidorah by Sasugawa's converted, have a voice sound like a bell. Akira Watanabe, who had been working at Toho movies since the first Godzilla, worked on a concept design for Ghidorah, that's pretty impressive. In the between the events from Mothra vs. Godzilla to Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, one of the larvae of Mothra had passed away, and leaving one last lot of larvae make an appearance. So, the Godzilla design is the same for the last movie, but it's got a different head this time, and this time it's way much better. And the movie also featured a return of Rodan, who had been seen since his own movie in 1956. And this is his second movie to make an appearance, and the first time alongside with Godzilla. And Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster is one of the most important entrants in the series ever. The first appearance of King Ghidorah, the three-headed space dragon, who became the most fan-favorite monster and a fan emissary in the Godzilla series ever. And it featured the return of veteran actors from the previous film. Akihiko Harada returned after 2 years since King Kong vs. Godzilla. Hiroshi Kazumi returned to reprise his role from the last movie. And Dr. Yamane actor returned playing as a different doctor at this time. And so, we have Yusuke Nakasuki portray our main character named Tateshi Shinjo. Nakasuki was my favorite actor of all time, and he will later return to appearance in the Godzilla movie until 20 years later in 1984, but I'll say it when I get there. Akihiko Harada was only having a small role in the film, and after his last scene, he was never seen again. But that's depending on the script he wrote, because it was in rush. The Showa was returned in this movie, replaced by the same actress saying the Japanese Peanuts singer. The Peanuts returned to make one last appearances until the Showa character will be played by different actresses every time. I like Rodan's design in the movie, and the one thing that's pretty weird about this, when Rodan first comes out of the volcano, his roar was actually used for Godzilla when he comes out in the crater. That's kind of weird. Even I like when Godzilla maze first showed up in the ocean and attacked a boat. That was a really great entrance. Ishiro Honda was returned to direct the movie, while Akira Ifukube returned to score the film. When the movie came in the US a year later, some of the tricks from Akira Ifukube was removed, only some of it, while the rest of the Ifukube score was still there. In the US, they added some kind of random music to make an appearance, came out of nowhere. But in the film, for the title for US, called Ghidorah, I was like, okay, why are you calling Ghidorah a different name as Ghidorah? Why not just say Ghidorah? Maybe they're just having trouble how to pronounce the name, I guess. Alright, let's talk about the difference. In the film when the Venuses took control of the mind of the princess, for the Japanese version, in the US version, it was actually a Martian took the mind and control of the princess. Yeah, that's totally different. But meanwhile, there was an assassin wanting to kill the princess. So why cannot they have Venus control somebody else who's not a target? I don't know. So anyway, I like the battle between Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra fight against King Ghidorah together. And this is where at the time when Mothra talks, the twin girls are translating and know what they're saying. At first, Godzilla and Rodan did not get along at the time. They were playing volleyball with rock, until Mothra finally got their attention by shooting the web at her face. And my favorite part when Rodan laughed at Godzilla, and then Godzilla laughed his head off too. That was very funny. Even I like the part where Rodan grabbed Godzilla and dropped him in the power line, that's painful. Even when you grab him, I know maybe what Godzilla may be saying, like, "Hey, put me down, you pterodactyl!" And Rodan maybe said, "Oh, I'm just gonna take you a ride, you big boy." Well, if only. And this is the first time it had no military to fight against monsters in the film this time. Well, some of the other films had military to fight a monster with tanks and everything, but not in this one. So, it was a great battle, but at first when Mothra talks to Godzilla and Rodan, Mothra unable to get them to cooperate to join up. Mothra was going on her own to fight against King Ghidorah until she get blasted by a gravity beam twice. Then until Godzilla and Rodan finally get a chance to help out Mothra to fight against King Ghidorah. And this is where an interest where Godzilla will be no longer a bad guy, he will become a good guy for the rest of the entire Showa Godzilla series. But it was really great. I liked the story and everything. And this movie was a huge successful in the box office. 3 heads better than 1. But true. Well, that's all I have to say for Ghidorah 3-headed monster. Stay tuned to next episode, our review, Invasion of Astro-Monster. Stay tuned. Bye.